Do I need to be on all the social media platforms for my micro business? I thought you'd never ask. It's one of my favorite questions. Welcome to the Shoestring CMO. I am business coach Wendy Lawson, and I help micro business owners quintuple. That means 5 times their marketing impact on 5 hours a week or less and on a shoestring budget. We're not just trading time for money. We're not saying, well, we're not going to spend, it's only going to take 5 hours, but we're spending $11 billion. No. We're saying little time and little money. So if you've got big dreams and little time and little money, you are in the right place. Now, unpaid social media. This is a promotional strategy that you can use in your micro business to market your micro business. In this video series, I'm covering the 10 different promotional strategies. I know it feels like there's more, but there's really only 10. The 10 promotional strategies that you can use. So before you decide to implement this strategy or any other strategy, 3 questions that you want to answer, sort of ask yourself and answer is number 1, how does this strategy support my sales goal? Marketing only exists to support sales. We're not posting on social just to be social. We have a business. So number 1, how does this strategy support my sales goals? Number 2, is this strategy a good way to connect with my ideal clients or target market or buyer persona? And not only that, but is it the best way? Because there's 10 strategies. No one can implement all 10 without spending money and a lot of time. So if you're only doing 1 or 2 strategies, maybe 3 strategies, you want to make sure that you're using the best ones to reach your demographic, to reach your target market and your buyer persona. And then number 3 is using this strategy within my budget. Now, when we talk about, is this within my budget? Unpaid social media, it's free. It costs nothing to use, right? Free 50 free. We love that price. So it's kind of a no-brainer. In a lot of ways, it's kind of a no-brainer. Now, when we think about social media, I'm a dinosaur. Okay, not really, but I've been around for a hot minute. And I remember the granddaddy of social media, good old MySpace back in 2004. Now, back then, when MySpace was at its heyday, it had 880,000 users. To give you a point of reference, today, Facebook has more than 2.4 with a B, billion users, right? And 79% of United States adults use social media. So most of them, where are they at? They're on Facebook. So even though, organic reach has been declining on the social networks and it's not necessarily as easy to reach your audience as it once was, it's not going away anytime soon. Social media is not disappearing anytime soon. And even with all the constraints on the algorithm changes and just, platform changes in general, there's 3 things that really being on social media is very, very effective at. And first one is building brand awareness. These platforms create these amazing platforms. They invite people to join them. And if you have a presence there, you are building up a brand. You're building up your awareness, and you can do that for free. The second thing social media is great for is developing community, right? We're also starved to feel like we belong. We all want those true connections. We all want to, have our group and our community and the people that we vibe with. And you can do that on social media. And then the third thing is really getting your products and your presence and your content in front of new people who didn't even know you exist, right? The social networks they're networks, they're connected, they're intertwined. So if you can post something and someone likes it and someone shares it and then their friends see it, and it's a really great way to get your content and your products in front of new people. So you might think, because you can have this presence, you can build community, you can build brand awareness, and it costs you nothing, that you should be in all the places and all the places on the places, right? So you think, okay, well, I have I have my Facebook personal profile, and then I have a business page, and then I have a group, and then I have a VIP group, and then I have a different group, and then I'm on Instagram, and I'm on Pinterest, and I'm on LinkedIn, and I've got my personal profile on LinkedIn, and then I've got my business page, and then I've joined some groups there, and then I'm on the Twitters, and I'm on Snapchat, and I'm on TikTok, and I'm on MeWe, and I'm on that new platform that my 14-year-old niece says is going to be the next big thing, right? Yes, you can do all that for free. But here's the thing. It's going to cost you something that's more valuable, believe it or not, more valuable than your money. And that is your time. You can always make more money. You cannot make more time. So we want to make sure that the places that we're intentionally at, and that we're able to have a presence there, right? You don't just create a profile and disappear. I mean, think about that. Have you ever visited a business profile on a social network and they haven't posted anything in the last 6 months? Like the last thing they posted was a big sale, 6 months ago, right? You see that and you go, whatever, right? Now, I'm not saying you have to post every single day, but you need to have a presence. You have to be present to have a presence, right? You can't just post and ghost, because at its core, social networking is about networking. It's about being social. It's about engaging and connecting. So if you can't engage regularly, then your account just becomes noise and it gets ignored. So if you want to implement an unpaid social media strategy, which is good, I mean, it's a really good strategy to implement, but if you want to do it well, I want you to really embrace these tips, okay? Remember, the only good platforms for you to be on is the ones that your ideal client or your buyer persona is already on. If she's not there, it's not your job to drag her somewhere new. It's not her job to take her away from where she is and pull her along with you, right? The only helpful platform for you is the one where she's already at. The one that you don't know, the customers that you don't know who are your ideal customers, go where they are. So if they're not there, it's not helpful for you. And I really want you to understand, because as a micro business owner and as a marketer, you are so much more aware of all the platforms that exist and all the opportunities that exist than your customers are. So this is where I don't want you to confuse knowledge with wisdom, right? Knowledge says, yes, this platform exists. I can have 47 different profiles. That's knowledge. Wisdom is saying, this is not a good investment of my time. Right? Just because I can be on 47 places doesn't mean I should be on 47 places, because I can't be on 47 places well without using a whole bunch of time or money having other people manage that presence. And then the third thing really is key is remembering that, having a solid, substantial presence with good engagement on one channel is significantly more impactful than having a mediocre or a weak presence in all the places. You're much better to have one presence in one place, rock the heck out of it, right? Have really good engagement, have really good presence, and ignore everything else. You don't have to be everywhere. I give you permission. You don't have to be everywhere. I'm not everywhere. You don't have to be everywhere. So I want to know, is unpaid social media marketing, is that one of the promotional strategies that you are using? Tell me in the comments. Tell me which platform that is sort of your go-to, the one that you use the most for your business. Now, if you are not already subscribing to this channel, maybe you should. I would love it if you would. You can subscribe and then make sure you have your notifications turned on so you don't miss the other 9 promotional strategies that we're talking about in this series. So rock on with your bad self, and I'll see you next time.